there, welcome. Please come sit. Well, I'm Dr. Wags, and I'm gonna be the one conducting your allergy test today, okay? Perfect. Now, have you ever gotten an allergy test before? No? Okay. Well, it's really simple. It's kind of relaxing. I'll walk you through the steps as best as I can. Promise, it's nothing too intense. Just kind of takes a while, okay? Perfect. All right. So first, I just want to get some information out of the way. So, can I have your full name? Okay, and then is there an E at the end of that? Okay. Okay, can I have your date of birth? Perfect. And then I just need you to walk me through, like, what are some symptoms you've been having, or have you, like, seen any rashes on your skin, or have you seen any at all? Okay, that's good. And for that, how long have you been experiencing that? Okay. All right. So I think that's kind of all the questions I have. So are you ready to get into your exam? Perfect. So the first thing I like to start the exam off with is just a little bit of skin examination. And I'm just gonna make a note of any differences you may have, because we don't want to, for example, take a redness you already have on your skin and confuse that with an allergic reaction. Let me just get my gloves on. Again, this is gonna be really easy, nothing to worry about. Just relax and we'll take good care of you, okay? Okay? Now that I have my gloves on, I know I have here on your chart, it says that we're gonna be using your arm today, alright? Perfect. So I'm just gonna examine your arm. I'm just gonna take any notes of anything that I see. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Okay. And have you noticed any rashes on your arm at all? Okay. Perfect. Now, when you said you did experience that symptom, did you see anything like, did your lips get swollen? Did anything like that? Your cheeks? Okay, so I'm gonna examine your cheeks because your arm looks perfectly fine to me, and I think this will be a perfect place to test, okay? Okay, so you said you experienced some flushing in your cheeks. Okay, I'm just gonna examine your cheeks real quick if that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna, so when they flush, do you like experience any swollenness? Like, do they burn at all? Is it anything? No? Okay, maybe I'll definitely take a note of that. Do your eyes tend to water? Is it anything like that? No? Alright. I'm just gonna go back to your arm. Okay. I'm not seeing anything I'm too concerned about. We'll definitely make sure to do examinations on your face as we do the test, because we wouldn't want anything to be missed, okay? Perfect. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start by wiping down your arm. We want a completely clean surface. So I'm just gonna take this white towel. I'm just gonna rub it. Let me know if it hurts or anything, okay? How are we feeling? Good. Okay, just gonna pat it. Are we still feeling good? Good. Okay, there's that. So now what I have here is just a couple common allergens in this bottle. I'm gonna apply it with a little Q-tip, and I'm just gonna do a little point into the skin, okay? Nothing invasive. It shouldn't hurt. It's just gonna be some very light pressure. Okay. So what we're testing for today is dog hair, cat hair, pollen, dust, and cotton. Does that sound correct? Okay, that's what your doctor. Okay. Make sure we got that correct. So what I like to start with is a negative and a positive control. So for a negative, this is just pretty much saline. You should have no reaction to this at all. But for our positive, this is what you should have a reaction to. This is what your reaction should be to. And this will kind of help us gauge what a reaction looks like on your skin, specifically your arm. Okay? It shouldn't burn, it shouldn't hurt. It's just so we know what it looks like, okay? So I'm going to take this marker, and what I'm going to use it for is I'm going to write down a plus and a negative next to the solutions on your arm so we know which one is which, so we don't get messed up, okay? And this shouldn't hurt your arm at all. This is just very simple. Okay. Now that we have that, we can start with applying the solutions. Okay. So we're gonna start with our negative solution. And I'm just gonna stick this Q-tip in there. I'm gonna twirl it around a little bit. And I'm just gonna lightly wipe it around an area on your arm, okay? Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna throw this away. Okay. We're gonna let it dry. And we're gonna pat it with a cotton pad just to kind of pick up some extra and make sure it's kind of applied evenly, okay? We're gonna take our positive, and remember, you are gonna have a reaction to this, but it's gonna be nothing crazy. We're all right here to help if it does turn into something like that. Perfect. And I'm just gonna again rub this into the skin. And we're gonna pat this one dry and make sure we rub it all in. Just gonna go pat, 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 patting it into the skin. Perfect. We're gonna give that a couple seconds to dry, and I'm just gonna make a note of what your reactions kind of look like, okay? Perfect. Should be about, give it 30 more seconds. And if all of your cheeks feel irritated, of your eyes, just let me know. And we can get it, okay? Okay. So I'm not seeing anything on our negative, which is good. But I am seeing a little bit of swelling on our redness, on our positive. There's also some redness definitely trickling in. Does it burn at all? Does it itch? No? Okay, that's good. But obviously, your skin is not liking that one. Alright, that's okay. So now let's get into some of the allergens. Again, we don't know if you're gonna react, but if you do, just stay calm and we'll take care of it, okay? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So first, we're gonna start with this little red solution. This is dog hair. And do you have any pets at home? Okay. Have you noticed any reactions around any dogs you've been around? No? Okay, that's good. That's very good. I'm gonna put our dog hair. We're gonna apply it right under our negative. Just rub it in. Let it dry. We're gonna pat, 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 pat. I'm gonna throw this away. And then we're gonna take our cotton pad and we're just gonna pat it in. And make sure we wipe away the excess. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our marker again and I'm gonna label it TH for dog hair, for dog hair, for dog hair. And I'm gonna circle around where I put the solution so we know if it grows at all. If we get a rash building outside, we kind of know what to look for, okay? Now that we're done with dog hair, we're gonna move on to cat fur. So cat fur kind of looks like dog hair, but it's a little lighter. It's kind of an orangey color. Again, the exact same process. Gonna dip it in and twirl it around a bit. Make sure we get rid of the excess. Close that up. And again, just circle some dabbing on the arm, okay? Perfect. How's that feel? Okay. Nothing, no irritations yet. Okay, good. Okay, we're just gonna dab it. Make sure it's applied evenly. We're getting the excess. Now we're gonna take our marker and we're gonna put CF for cat fur. And we're gonna circle around where we put the solution. Okay, so far everything's looking so good except that little negative up there, but that positive up there, but that's okay. We knew that. So now we need to go into our pollens, our pollens. This is the one I've noticed where we get a lot of reactions from everybody. So don't feel nervous if you see anything. You're not the only one, okay? Put it in. Wipe off the excess. Close up our little bottle. Okay, see this? We're gonna rub it under our cat fur. Rub it for about 10 seconds. We're gonna stay on this one a little longer because pollen is a lot more abundant. Okay. Again, you know the drill. We're just gonna pat, 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 pat. Wipe off some of that excess. I kind of went heavy on it, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna put P next to it. I'm gonna circle it. So I have noticed in the dog hair, you are kind of experiencing a lot of blotchy redness outside your bubbles. So I'm just gonna take note of that really quickly. Don't worry, at the end we're gonna wipe it all off. We're gonna administer an antibiotic you're gonna take, which will get all this out of your system, okay? So don't worry. Is there any other irritations you feel so far? We're about halfway done. Nothing. Okay, good. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. Next, this is gonna be our dust. Again, same simple process. Just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now this one, we're gonna move a little further down the arm, just so we can get away from this stuff that seems to be reacting. Okay. Just gonna rub it. Okay. We're gonna pat it in. Okay. And I'm gonna be very quick to write our D for dust because it seems like you're having an immediate reaction to that. So I'm gonna be taking up note of that. Have you noticed anything with dust before? No? Okay. Do you find yourself ever around dust? No, not really. Okay. Well, that could be since your body's not kind of accumulated to it, that could be why the reaction is so sudden. Yeah, it's definitely growing. Okay, well that's okay because we only have one more left. We have one more left. So what we have left is cotton. It's just little blue liquid. Again, just gonna put this in there, wrap it around a couple times. Let's put our cap back on. We would not want this falling everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna apply it next to the dust, okay? Rub it in. Okay, and this way, and get our go to cotton pad or go to a cotton pad and dab it in. Evenly apply it. Perfect. I'm gonna run a C for cotton. I'm gonna write a C for cotton. Circle it. Okay. So that is all the allergens we have tested. I have in your chart to test. How are you feeling? I obviously see you're having kind of a reaction to dog hair and definitely a reaction to dust. I'm just gonna kind of examine the skin. How's your cheeks feeling? How are they feeling? Okay, yeah, I can definitely see a little red over here. So I think that's gonna be to the dust because your dog hair definitely has kind of surrounded itself, but I think dust is a really big allergen. You said you're not really around any type of dust that you can think of. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So for the dog hair, there's a slight reaction, but I'm not too sure if I'm concerned about it. You said you grew up around dogs. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I definitely pay attention to it and make sure you make a note. Now for the dust, I really want to do some further testing, and I'll have you make another appointment up at the front so we can kind of dig into this because dust is kind of a broad term and we kind of want to break it down here coming soon, okay? So I'm gonna wipe down the entire area and clean off all the marker, and we'll help you set up an appointment, okay? Okay. How are we feeling still? Okay. It's good to hear. Okay, look at all the colors on here. It's good. We're just gonna pat. To get the remaining. It's gonna move pretty easily. We're just gonna let it dry. And so I'm gonna send an antibiotic to your pharmacy, which will help you in the front, which will kind of help with these reactions, okay? And if you feel like it's getting worse, if you feel like you can't breathe or things are getting swollen, go ahead and go to the ER and call us and we'll be happy to help you. Yeah, we'll take you up front and you'll be ready to get your next appointment.